Good morning. So I wanted to get on here and talk about all the F-ish that's been going on, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and how Chris Fletcher just can't lie about, Marceau and Maurice and Melody. I want to talk about it all. But yeah, first let's get into this Chris Fletcher, because they open up the episode with Chris Fletcher and he cannot lie for nothing. He's sitting there just lying to his wife's face. And you know she ain't believing it. Like, she's sitting there trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but on her face, she looking like, you a damn fool if you think I believe this. As good as you can dance, Chris, I would think you could lie. They ain't teach you how to lie a little bit when you was learning that two-step? Now, as smooth as Chris is, I can't believe how embarrassing he was acting, because it's like, your acting is not on point at all, sir. Anyway, so now over there trying to sit there and ask him, on the last episode we seen Trish say that she got hooked up by Martell by Chris Fletcher, because she heard that Chris Fletcher told Martell to hit her up while she was in the gym. So now is sitting there asking her husband, so you're supposed to be the one who hooked up Martell. How'd that happen? He gonna say he didn't do that. I ain't do it. She's like, but yeah, they said you're the one who hooked them up. So Nell asked him, Nell says, do you think you were wrong for having a hand in hooking up Martell and Trish? So he goes, first of all, that's a damn lie. And she said, what's a lie? He said that I had a hand in hooking them up. So then she like, look at me. I want you to look at me while you're talking to me. Don't look past me. He's like, I am looking at you. He looking every which way but at her. She know her husband is lying. She know when her husband is lying. So she get into it. So she said, clear it up for me then. So he goes, okay, I was working out at the gym and Martell's on the phone with me. And he asked me, is there any women in that gym? And I said, yeah, there's women in this gym. And he said, is there any nice looking women in here? He was like, yeah, there's nice looking women in here. First of all, why is you telling your wife that you was in the gym scouting out chicks? Red flag number one. So anyways, he told Martell, yeah, there's nice looking chicks in here, right? So Chris claims, yeah, there's a female in here right now. Then he say, I describe to him what she looked like, and I tell him, I know her, but I don't know her. Now, how the hell that work? Chris, you're going off script here. This is supposed to be your cousin, remember? Now, how the hell that work? How the hell you know her, but you don't know her, but y'all are cousins? Do they keep forcing these families on us that just don't exist? It's like all of a sudden everyone's a cousin, but they don't know each other. Like, what in the hell is going on? Production, story writers, storytellers, what is going on with this show? So we're going to keep rolling with Chris's lie, right? So he goes, I just gave him her last name and described what she looked like. And then he looked her up. Please tell me how that worked. Even catfish can't find chicks that quick. Even they need a phone number, look up their Cash App. They need a little bit more than just a last name and how someone looked. There is no social media that you could type in someone's last name and how they look and find them. There's nowhere, no how, no sir. Like, is you really sitting here trying to tell your wife this? And here's the effing kicker of it all. He said he went and found her while we was on the phone. With that little limited information? Like, come on, Martell ain't even smart enough to pass his builder's license. So you mean to tell me Martell is smart enough to find a chick that you don't know, that has a last name that you know? First of all, how you know someone's last name and you don't know them? Like, it's usually the opposite. Their first name, but not their last name. But yeah, let's go with Chris' story. He knows her last name and what she looked like. And Martell found her while y'all on the phone. Get out of here, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris been DMing her. He shot him the social media page, because ain't no way, no how that Martell found it while they was on the phone with a last name and how she looked. So she goes, how did he find her with just a last name and how she looked? And this one, he lying, because his voice get all high pitched. And he like, hell, I don't know. Because you lying, Chris, because it don't make sense. The math ain't mathing, okay? So Nell goes, well, how did you know her last name if you don't know her? And he goes, well, yeah, because she's related to me. On my mama's side, related to my grandma. Boy, shut the hell up. Just shut up. So she goes, so y'all was up there scavenger hunting. Because she know her husband. She know how they get down. She know what the get down is. Okay? So Nell is basically like, so this is what y'all do. This is what y'all be doing. And Chris is like, no, this ain't what we be doing. So then Nell's like, I understand, guys will be guys. She on her Kimmy-ish. She on her, I'm just going to accept it type stuff. I know who these men are. So it seems like Trish is just the pass around cousin. If you need to get something off, I'm going to call the pass around cousin and slide in her DM. She'll come over, and I guess she is the fix it because she ran over there, never knew this man, nothing. You think she didn't know at the time that Chris hooked this up? I wouldn't be surprised if Chris is the one who told her, to Martell gonna slide in your DMs, because you mean to tell me Martell just slid in your DMs and you flew over there at night? Get out of here. So anyways, I'm off that. We now know that Chris is a liar, and I actually liked Chris. He was one of the people that I liked, and he's smooth as hell because I didn't see this coming. I did not see that he was just a liar and cheater. Like, you better watch out now, because it's the smooth ones you got to watch out for. Well, we going to get into the next F-ish right now. So now we get to why we're here. The star of the show, Miss Melody Cherie, that everybody is dying to get a scene with. Everyone's putting in their cards. I need a scene. I need a scene. I need a scene. Because everybody needs a scene with the queen because they need to get camera time, right? When do y'all ever see them try to film with Melody? Oh, it's like they ain't got nothing to talk about, so they need to put in a request to film with Melody. Anyways, so what is his name? Reese, Miami Reese. He calls Mel into the office. The office where Marceau said it'd be going down. Choo choo. Anyways, so Mel goes in there like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I just want to talk to you because I heard you've been going around disparaging my character. What? Pump the brakes. Disparaging your character. Do you know what disparaging your character means? Because I feel like he just be saying words and don't know what the hell they mean. Disparaging your character would be her going around saying negative things about you that aren't true. But she ain't going around saying that. She's only has asked a question. Like, what happened? She's only asked questions, sir. What has she said? She hasn't, said what the streets are saying about you. That would be disparaging your character, sir. So anyways, Melody goes, now wait a damn minute. So she didn't say that, of course. She goes, so Mel is like, I don't think I've disparaged your character. When it comes to your character, I think you took care of that on your own. Boom, mic drop. You are the one responsible for your character, sir. Can't nobody paint your character out to be anything but yourself. Mel ain't responsible for your character. Like, you're supposed to be a lawyer. This is what I don't get. You just be making yourself look terrible. So this was the look on his face, y'all, when she told him that. He shook his head up and down and closed his eyes. Yeah, because it's facts, straight facts. Anyway, so now he keep going on with the F shit, talking about, Mel, do you think that the comments that you've made about my DUI are like some get back? Now, how the hell her comments about facts, about you getting arrested for drinking and driving, how is her comments going to be get back? How you going to get back at somebody with their own actions? Like, come on, sir. Make it make sense. I need you to come harder with your, what is it called? Your litigation. Okay? You're supposed to do this for a living. So Mel is like, get back. Get back for what? He's like, for comments that I may have made in the past, or anything that you felt I might have done to you in the past. And you're like, here's my moment. Are you serious? Y'all are little nothings to Mel, okay? You think she's thriving and surviving? Thriving and surviving, like Ashley Darby. Thriving and surviving and thinking about little old you who can't, fight a case in court? No, sir. She don't got no time to be getting back at you. She can be doing way harder things to get back at you than be asking questions about your DUI. So Mel goes, oh no, I just literally just stated my own opinion. Like, I don't see what's the issue with her stating her opinion. Y'all been having all these opinions. So now his stupid arse gonna say, so old Martin Luther Reese talking about, it seems like the pain and embarrassment that you've experienced. She's like, hold up, what you got to do with my pain and embarrassment? Like, what? He's like, wait, let me explain. It seems like, the pain and embarrassment, how you were introduced to the public. What? How was she introduced? Because how I seen her introduced was a young, beautiful black mother, married, ran her own business, already made millions of dollars on her own, quit her job, graduated from college. Like, it's not giving embarrassed. I don't see anything that Mel has to be embarrassed for. She has accomplishments on accomplishments, businesses on businesses. What Martell does has no reflection on Mel. Anyways, back to Maurice. He goes, I feel like your introduction to the public, was an embarrassing situation. And then they want to play old clips of Melody, sitting at the table with them talking about if you catch your husband cheating. So they play the clip where Mel's at the dinner, asks them, let's say I caught Martell cheating and I gave him another chance. And then he continues to be disrespectful and cheat. Okay, so they play that to back up, I guess, Maurice's little theory, right? Which makes no goddamn sense. So Mel shuts that shit all the way down with his goofy ass. And I'm glad she did. She goes, I'm sorry, but my introduction to the show was an amazing mom, an amazing wife, an amazing entrepreneur. That part, all of the things, Mel, all of the things. You were not introduced in an embarrassing way. You are all of those things. So then, anyways, he's like, do you believe that you're over all of your past hurt? She's like, what? He's like, yeah, like, your issues with Martell, all of the past embarrassment. Like, do you think that you're over it? And she's like, why are you asking me that? Like, can y'all please make it make sense? Like, first, y'all try to say, oh, Mel needs to get over it. Mel needs to get over it. She not happy. She not happy. She trying to see if everyone's cheating because she got cheated on. So now she's miserable. First, y'all saying she needs to get over it. Now y'all trying to say she not over it. And do you think you're really over it because hurt people hurt people? Oh my, I cannot with these people. I can't. She like, what does this have to do with you? Like, make it make sense. So basically he trying to say he think Mel is still hurt and still embarrassed by everything that she's lashing out and trying to hurt people. That's why she's talking bad about his DUI. Speaking facts about your DUI is not talking bad about you, sir. Like, y'all shit don't add up. Y'all be trying to say Mel is miserable. Mel's embarrassed. Now she's embarrassed. Now, first 1 minute she's embarrassed. She's miserable. The next minute, oh, well, how are you over it? Do you really think you're over it? Or maybe you're not over it because you're so embarrassed. Now you're lashing out at everyone else. No, Maurice, the only one embarrassed here should be you. You're the only one who's a lawyer in court fighting cases for yourself. Like, come on now. This can't be the real storyline. First, it was take down the millimeters. Now it's, oh, let's try to make Mel look miserable. Now it's, oh, she's pretending like she's over it. Like, but are you really over it? He gonna say, I just want you to be happy. I want the old Mel back. What? Like, are you Delulu? He cannot be serious. So now Mel is upset. Like, what? Now you're disparaging my character. How dare you to say I'm not happy? You ain't even around me enough to know if I'm happy or not. She's like, you ain't even been around me in years to know what my life is like. You met the old Melody, the Melody Hope, but you ain't met melodysharirodgers. Like, so please stop speaking on ish that you don't know what you're talking about. So then he like, oh, I just feel like you're projecting that all of these issues are behind you. And it seems like it's all minimized. Like, can you stop with your psychoanalysis? Because your shit is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it ain't making no sense. So then he goes, you're right. I haven't been around you. Maybe it's the group that changes your energy. She goes, wow, you think so? Like, maybe it's because y'all have my ex around all the time. Did y'all ever think about that? Then this clown gonna ask her, have I done anything to contribute to your unhappiness? What in the F are you talking about? Like, you are just pissing me off and Melody off. She's like, but I'm not happy. I'm not unhappy. That's the thing. I'm happy. He's like, well, have I in the past? She's like, well, you used to do a lot of, smirking and laughing at stuff that I don't think was funny. So then, y'all, he gives this fake forced apology. He said, well, I'm sorry. This whole scene was probably a let up to let me apologize to Mel. Let me try to get on the millimeter side, whoop-de-whoop. Like, no, sir, it's not working. It ain't working. You cannot pass go, collect $200. Just immediately no. Immediately stop. Go back to jail. So, Mel being the class act that she is, she goes, I want to apologize to you for anything that if I ever offended you or said anything that made you feel some type of way, I want to apologize. And he's like, thank you, Mel, because I used to think you were an infallible. Here you go. Just please stop. Anyways, that's all I got for today, y'all. I've been, under the weather, ain't been feeling good, but I really appreciate all the love y'all gave me on my last video, because I was thinking about stopping YouTube because it's just like, it's not paying, okay? But anyways, if y'all can please be as generous to drop a like, drop a comment, argue with me in the comments, share, like, subscribe, put your post notifications on, and I will be back for the rest of what I think about this F-ish going on this season and all the stuff that's happened this past week, because so much stuff has happened and I got a lot of stuff that I still want to talk about. But please tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Why do you think he forced this apology? And why do you think he's trying to put this narrative out that Melody is embarrassed? She doesn't give embarrassed. She's never given embarrassed, okay? Okay, y'all. Please comment, like, subscribe. See y'all in the next video. Bye.